Alpha Rhyperior. Gotcha. So we're going to go catch that Alpha Rhyperior. It's crazy that Johto's officially been out for 20 days. Today is officially the 31st, day 20 of Johto being released. I've seen so many shinies. We just did shiny ratings today. That was pretty fun. I still think the craziest set of shinies was the guy who had four, like all of the four main desired shinies in Johto already is hilarious. The guy had like Miltank, Horsey, Tauros. What was the fourth one? Dragonite? This guy literally has caught in like all of the four desired shinies in Johto. They were also all caught within 3 days. Oh, the monkey set. Yeah, the elemental monkey set was cool as well. I love shiny ratings. If you haven't seen it, definitely go check it. I'll do a full video. I always record and do a full video on the shiny ratings, so make sure to check it out. But it's always a fun time. Today, I'm going to be trying to make Pokeyen. Today's Pokeyen focus. I'm going to be doing my gym run after this. But first things first, we're going to go catch a quick Rhyperior Alpha in Johto. Figure out where it's at. Go northwest when you enter the cave. Okay, so it should be up here, it seems like, if chat's guiding me correctly. Okay, I see the big boy up here. Some free Pokeballs while I'm at it. A max potion's actually a good one. Okay, we made our way over. Time to Shalfa check, ladies and gentlemen. Ah, close. Yeah, I was really hoping EQ didn't kill here. Thankfully, it only does 47%, so I can actually go for a second EQ after. As long as... Okay, it's going to kill me, though, in the process. That's okay. I'm also pretty sure there's like 0% chance Mach Punch kills here. Yeah, 22%. That is actually perfect. Crit would kill, though. I don't think I can risk that then. Or should I? I'm going to risk it. Okay. Whew, we got rewarded. That I could have been punished there. And that's okay. I think it's still worth the risk. Wow, pretty good time as well. I'm going to go ahead and, I guess, throw a... I didn't bring my Spinda. Do I want to throw Pokeballs yet? Should I just stall for a turn? I need to switch something into False Swipe it a little lower, make it a little more perfect. We're going to stall a turn, sacrifice our Hoppip. The Spinda strat is still absolutely very good, and I just didn't bring it. I was just lazy. I think I'm fine to catch it like this. You just don't need... Like, alphas are just pretty, like, skill-based. Deck W, kind of. Okay, I did get an SD off, which is kind of scary because now it's going to one-shot me if it hits me with anything. I'm going to go for a false swipe here, put it at 1 HP. If it insta-wakes up 3 times in a row, that'd be unfortunate, but at the same time, I have 2 Pokemon in the back to go for Spores. At this HP and this sleep, I obviously start going for my Timer Balls now. Should be a pretty safe, guaranteed catch. There we go. Literally first ball. That's how you play an Alpha. You don't need Alpha Spinda to do it. It helps a lot. It's still a very good strategy even after the nerf. 2 times 31 Rhyperior. HP and attack are really good locations to get those IVs. The special attack stats a little bit of a waste, but not a big deal. Pretty happy with this. Before we do our gym run, let's go ahead and sell off these 2 alpha Pokemon though. The Cottony should probably go for a pretty free 44k. Let's go ahead and actually sell that, list that off. Next up is Rhyperior. Rhyperiors do have a little bit of a decent base price on their alphas actually. At 50k or so. I don't know how many people are. Mine's female. I'm gonna sell it like as this. I just don't know how many people are actually buying. I mean, they list for minutes, literal minutes. I'm probably gonna list mine for like 60k. I mean, these ones are pretty. What's the nature? Is the nature relevant? No, it's a little bit quirky. I might list mine for like 60k, like 59. Well, no, I won't. At that point, I might as well just go 58. 50. I'm literally. There's no reason to sell it for 60k and have it sit for so much longer. Versus sell it so much faster and make 2k less Pokeyen. Okay, anyways. Listing collection time, fellas. The Rhyperior insta sold. Nice. Claim all. 576,000 Pokeyen. Let's get our Typhlosions, our gym rerun team out and make some money. I really need to do a better job of running through my Richest Charms. I stocked up on Richest Charms a while back and I just like... I was really good about doing my daily gym runs pretty much every day for months and months and months and months and months. But eventually I just took a break and I kind of never came back. So I do want to get back into at least Monday through Thursday. At least Monday through Thursday every time I stream doing a gym run and popping a Richest Charm. So 45 left. Let's go ahead and jump into it and do our run. This is probably the 1,399,393rd time you've been asked this question, probably. But since I just came back to PokeMMO and I'm so entitled to ask this, you're totally perfect. This is a great question, dude. Best started in your opinion every region in Pokemon. Are you asking like what order should I go in? I do have a video called like what's the best regions in Pokemon, and I break down specifically like positive and negative arguments. Like, oh, Unova is really good for gym reruns, really good for EV training, XP training, yada. Oh, Hoenn has like the best XP training spot by a slight margin. Sinnoh doesn't really have any great XP training spots. Doesn't have pickup access, like etc. So I do have a video breaking those down. The harder question is like, where does Johto place on that list? We just don't really know yet. I have to really sit down and think about it. To give you a rough outline right now, off the top of my head, Unova number 1 by far. Johto might be number 2, which is crazy. I think that Johto might be number 2, but it depends. The issue is Johto has a lot of benefits. I said this recently in a different video. Johto has a ton of benefits, but those benefits aren't actually realized until you get really late game. So you can't use a lot of the benefits in Johto until it's like the last region you do and you have all Pokedex done. So like the order you should do the regions, even though Johto is super good, you probably end up doing beat Unova first, then Kanto for storylines and more gyms and event holidays. Kanto is really important. Do Unova, then Kanto, then Hoenn, then Johto, then Sinnoh. You still do Sinnoh last, even though Johto has a lot of late game, just because Sinnoh is so bad. That's my thoughts. That's probably the official breakdown of the order you should do them. Now, it's funny, there's 2 different lists. The order you should do them as a new player versus what regions have the best benefits are 2 different lists, which is kind of interesting. I started in Sinnoh and I hated my life during it. It's brutal, dude. I think it was asking which starter is best in each region. I do have a video on that. Covering all of that. If you want to know like starter Pokemon, I have a video even covering the Johto one I guesstimated. And I think my Johto video guesstimating is still correct. I think I called for Alligator number 1. I think I gave Chikorita number 2 hilariously because Meganium is probably better than Typhlosion. I need to preface, I love Typhlosion. Literally my favorite starter in Johto, probably the worst Pokemon out of the 3 for the storyline. It's just so bad. Mono fire type, weak to everything, doesn't really get any good moves. Coverage is terrible even if you pay for TMs and stuff. It's just, it obviously has good stats. Like, it should be good, but it's lacking everything. It's unfortunate. I love Typhlosion, but he stinks. Ampharos versus Electrevire in Johto? That's an interesting question. Which is better? I'd have to check Electrevire. Probably Electrevire. Ampharos does have a really good bulk, which really can matter. But obviously, if Electrevire is like a fair bit faster, I feel, oh yeah, Electrevire. This Pokemon's going to be an offensive powerhouse. Yeah, it's missing like the bulk that Ampharos does, but it doesn't really need it if it's one-shotting every Pokemon that dares to put its head in front of its fists. Like, yeah, Electrevire is so good. Plus you get Motor Drive, which is actually a crazy cool ability. Gives you immunity to electric types. Electric attacks. Yeah, I thought Motor Drive was the hidden ability. The fact that this is the base ability, yeah, Electrevire is way better than Ampharos. Electrevire is probably a super underrated storyline mon. It's probably just kind of expensive and weird to get, but there's probably some cheap alphas on the GTL too, so yeah, base Electrevire. If you don't have Kanto done, I really recommend going to go do it like ASAP. Having Kanto done for event season is really important. For the anniversary event, for the Halloween event, for the Christmas event, for the Lunar New Year event, which are all coming up. When is event season? Event season essentially it's essentially already started, because if you count Johto as like an event. What event season is it's that PokeMMO hosts pretty much all of their yearly holiday events, usually starting in October, but this year it's going to be a little earlier because the 11th anniversary event. But it's like October to January is totally booked up, and it's so hard to have any free time to actually make Pokeyen or like build profits in between to build your capital back up to make investments. Like it's exhausting, is why it's very like burnout intensive. Event season is crazy. So we'll probably see, for example, the 11th anniversary event start sometime mid-September. That'll last a week or 2, and then we'll see the Halloween event 1 month later in October. You want to build up as much Pokeyen as possible before the anniversary event. Buy anything you want to during that. Maybe make some investments. Maybe make some Pokeyen along the way. Yada yada. Halloween, in between, you have like a 2-week period to make your Pokeyen back. Then do the Halloween event. Then the Halloween event will last like a week or 2. Then you have like a month or 2 until the Christmas event. Make all the Pokemon you can until that. Spend, do all that or whatever. Then you have a little bit of like a month break until like late January. And then you have the Lunar New Year event. So like everything is so fucking back to back. It's crazy. It's just you have like very, very little recovery time. Especially like as being a content creator, like doing all the videos and the content, the guides. It's a lot, but it's a whole lot of fun. Event season is a whole lot of fun, but it is rush hour traffic busy. It's nuts. It's a fun experience. I just ran to the skull fossil location during my gym run. How insane is my muscle memory that months after getting Cranidos, I still ran here instead of over to the gym? That's actually scary. This is a really, really good question that I've gotten a couple times, Stan, and it's hilarious that I actually don't know from how many fossils I popped. Do you know if Synchronize affects when we revive fossils or not? I actually don't know, and it's such a good question. It's such like a advanced question that I don't know the answer to. I'd love to see some testing on it at some point. Maybe I'll have to do something with like shield fossils or something. Yeah, so for those asking, teleport is optimal and better than fly during shiny hunts, EV training, or anything of the sort. I can go ahead and show you really quick. So I'm in Olivine City. If I fly to Olivine City, it puts me outside of the PC. But if I walk in the PC really quick and come back out. But if I teleport back to the PC, it'll put me inside next to Nurse Joy. So it actually saves you like the door animation and like a couple seconds of walking. Obviously not a whole lot of time, but I think it adds up pretty fast after like a couple hours or a fair amount of shunting or any EV training or XP training. A lot of people don't know this. You can left click a Pokemon's Pokeball like that and destroy the Pokeball it's in and replace it with a different one if you want to match balls, or you don't have to worry about catching a shiny, for example, in like a Premier ball if you want to. You can just put it in afterwards. I might be over organized, but your box management is stressful. My boxes are usually people say my boxes are unorganized. I'm like, no, they're pretty good. They're terrible right now. This is the worst they've ever been. The fact that I go dex to 14, 16, 12, 10, 5. It looks like I don't know how to count. Like, streamer tries to count. Like this is insane. It's really, really bad right now. And it's because I was just busy. Shiny Wars, Johto. I've just been so busy I haven't been able to fix it. I'll have to do a super long video at one point, or a super long stream of me just like literally me just dry content. All right, guys, today we're gonna we're gonna release all these Cranidos. Like, it seems like the most boring video, but maybe one day people seem to love my box content though. Like, I get it. Like, I have a lot of stuff in my boxes, and just so much random stuff I forget about that's in here. You know, like. It's a weird, yeah, it's weird. I have a lot, like I have so many competitive Pokemon that almost never see the light of day. Like, look at all these. Stunfisk, Blaziken, Kanga, Swellow, I have like 2 Ramparduses, 3 Rampardos if you got the shiny. I have multiple builds. I have 2 different Ursa rings. I have a Torterra. I have so many weird competitive Pokemon. This is a super old comp with my buddy's OT from like 2014 or something. Yeah, like I have so many weird Pokemon here. I'm just gonna go do Tauros for like an hour in game until the Miltank spawn is back up. I'd be pretty happy here with a Gloom fail. I need 2 shiny Glooms anyway, one for Oddish, one for Blossom. So if I get one here, it's not a bad spot to do it. I'd heavily prefer like a shiny Gloom over a shiny Raticate or an Onix from Larvitar or Miltank fail spots would be heavily preferred. Speaking of making lists, I still have to I have to remake my list of all the competitive Pokemon I want to create in PokeMMO, which will be a really long and interesting list. Sometimes there's like multiple variants per Pokemon. This is a shiny Riolu behind this person. That's pretty nuts. But certain like competitive mons will have multiple variants. Like, I have like 5 competitive Shuckles with different sets and builds. Will I actually use all those competitive Shuckles? Absolutely not, but it's fun to collect. Okay, I would never normally rate anyone's shiny. Okay, relink it to me, Dusty. I already did shiny rating today, but Dusty's obviously a very special person to me. He gets special privileges. Relink it to me, Dusty, and I'll happily rate your Psyduck. Shiny Chansey X. This sounds familiar. I don't know if I know this OT. I mean, it sounds really familiar. I don't know if I know this OT. Shiny Chansey. I can't remember anything specific about it. Park knows the lore. I don't know this lore. For shiny Psyduck. Focus Punch. Sub Focus Punch. Mixed shiny Psyduck is based. That's so interesting. Wow. Yeah, so this is the OT. I assume it's okay if I leak it now. This is the OT of an ex PokeMMO GM, I believe. Is mentioning their name like I don't want to get in trouble. Yeah, most I forgot about this. This is the name of an ex-GM who went to go try to make his own Pokemon MMO and split from the devs and failed miserably. But that is, wow. That's nuts. Holy shit. Yeah, that's it. This is an OT shiny of an ex-dev who went to go try to make their own game and failed miserably. Unlucky. That's so interesting. They left with Archinix. I remember the name Archinix. Shiny Chansey and Archinix. I remember Archinix. Wow, it's a nuts old PokeMMO story. There's a lot like that. We made it to Miltank with exactly 22,222 encounters naturally. I think that like is a prophecy. I'm definitely gonna get shiny Miltank right here. Just kidding. Nice try next time. I'm waiting for Pat to get a shiny. Can you please stop stalling for content already? Shake my head. Pensive emoji. Nah. Dude, people who predict me to get a second Raticate are evil. That is actual evil geniuses. They're not wrong. I feel like they should be betting their channel points. Like they know it's gonna happen, but it's still evil. I got really lucky and sold like most of my shiny charms post shiny wars. I think I still had like 20 charms left, and or 25, and I sold 20 of them. So now I had like 5 or whatever left, but I sold most of them for like 380k a piece, and now they're like 240, 250 because them being permanent in shop now. The Johto update, that was I got super lucky there. Made out like a bandit. That was turbo luck. This Stamba is so funny. Will Pat get a shiny before stream ends? There's currently 4,200 points for people saying yes I will, and doubters who say I won't get a shiny before the end of the stream, 68,000 points. The difference is crazy. The doubters, shake my head. Squalla popping a shiny charm to try to get the believers a W. I appreciate it, man. Okay, here's my current thought process, and this could change. If I got a second shiny rat fail prior to 30k encounters, it's gonna suck a little bit. I'll be in the last straw, but I'll survive, right? If I get a second shiny rat dry again over 30k, I might snap a little. But maybe I'll be fine. I don't know. We'll see. Clue literally waging a bet with me. He'll give me 1 million Pokeyen if I go over 30k encounters of how dry I've been consistently. You don't have to hold that bet. I want you to know. I appreciate the offer. That's hilarious. You're so confident that I won't go over 30k. I respect it, man. A man of his word as well, offering the Pokeyen bounty. I've seen people put up bounties for shinies. I've never seen people put up bounties for if you don't get a shiny. That's incredible. It's actually a pretty interesting discussion. People have asked me a lot in the past, like, oh, like, are you sponsored by PokeMMO? Or, oh, they should sponsor you, blah, blah, blah. And the real answer / reason is like, there's no reason they should sponsor me. Obviously, I would really appreciate if they would reach some sort of connection or deal with me to promote I genuinely just love their game. And it's like the best Pokemon game in my opinion by far. But like, there's no reason they should pay me. Like from a logistics perspective, there's no benefit to them paying me aside from like keeping me around in PokeMMO if I ever like want to leave, but I don't see myself ever doing that. But really, like, or like us promoting certain things, I don't know, but like there's no benefit. I'm gonna keep making content for their game. I'm gonna keep promoting their game, and their game also allows me to make a livelihood. So like it's very much like we have a very mutually beneficial relationship. If PokeMMO is more popular, usually my channel is more popular and I make more videos, I do better statistics, etc. And if my videos are doing better, usually PokeMMO does better. It helps the players, they stick around more, a lot more player longevity with guides and everything. It's very like a mutual beneficial relationship, and I'm super honored that they create an incredible game, but there is no logical reason for them to pay me. Obviously, I'd love to have a relationship with someone like that or whatever, but there's no reason to, and I don't know. Do we really want to tie ourselves down to that? I don't know, you know? I think the retention rate has improved so much already. I think it'll exponentially grow. Yes, I think I would love to see if the developers could release stats on that, but I don't know if they ever will. I would love to see retention rate differences, like the difference between the retention rate of players in like 2018, 2019 versus, or like 2016 versus like 2022, 2023. I feel like the retention rate has like doubled, like gone through the roof. I bet there's way more players who like consistently play alongside that, hopefully the help, not to sound too egotistical, but like alongside the help of my daily PokeMMO content, and alongside a bunch of other there's so many people streaming PokeMMO right now, and that's one of the coolest things. I remember like when I was just a player back in like 2013, 2014, 2015, I would go around to every single PokeMMO streamer that ever streamed the game, casual, hardcore, whatever, and I would just hang out. I loved PokeMMO, and like no one streamed the game. It was really, really hard to find people actually streaming the game. And as a player, it really demotivated me because not many people were playing this game. And I always wanted to watch someone stream the game while I played it. That's what I enjoyed. I think when you get sucked into a hobby, it's really fun to like immerse yourself in it. That's what I really enjoy. That's what I try to like offer people nowadays. But for a long time, like there was only like one or two people. I had a goal when I came to content creation in PokeMMO that I wanted there to always be at least one person live streaming PokeMMO at a time. And we have like far surpassed and crushed that goal. I feel like now there's like 5 people live at all times streaming PokeMMO. It's pretty insane. Obviously right now, especially because Johto is really popular, but hopefully that maintains for a while. But it's a pretty fantastic thing to see. Didn't expect to get myself a shiny Pokemon today, but here we are. Let's go ahead and reset my encounter counter to 0. It is a duplicate rat, but could be a lot worse, okay? Could be a lot worse. Resetting my encounter counter, one of my favorite things to do. Bam. 0 encounters. And now we just keep going. All right, what's next, fellas? 5 Pog. I'm so happy to end this Gamba. 8% of Shuckles believed in me and 92% doubted. 15,000 points were voted by believers. 164,000 were voted by the doubters. And I get to sit here and proudly click that the believers won. Viewers who have chosen the correct outcome will be awarded 179,000 channel points. Dude, believers just made bank. That is awesome. I love Twitch gambles, dude. That is so funny. This is the picture they're using in the Team Mr. Discord for my for my shiny Raticate. Where did this picture of me where I'm like actually stunned, where did they get that from? It's from my stream, but like, how old is that? This is so funny. It's from your Shelmet reaction. This is such a good screenshot. This is so stupid. God damn it. Okay, since I was so cruel earlier and I did shiny ratings for everybody, people often wonder why my shiny ratings are so harsh, and if I do those to my same Pokemon, and don't worry, I would give this Raticate a 2 out of 10. This is a 2 out of 10 shiny, guys. A Patrouski shiny, a 2 out of 10. Pathetic, I know. Embarrassing, but that's how the dice roll. My chat rating it a 1.5, 0.5 out of 10. My chat's like harsher than me. A 1 at best, based, fair. If you're gonna meme on me for anything, the 2 best things to meme on me for: lack of editing in videos and how much I ramble and how much they could be like way quicker and more succinct, and then my shiny luck. Those are the 2 things, okay? Those are very open to meme on. Dude, there's me with my only 2 shinies in Johto so far being double Raticate, and then there's that one guy in my shiny rating earlier who got Miltank, Tauros, Dratini, and what was the other one? Mareep, all in 3 days. The duality of Shunters. Okay, huge quick shout out to Squall for that shiny charm to allow me to get that Raticate, man. I do really appreciate it. I think that this is going to be the first weekend since Johto's release where I'm not going to stream extra. Usually my stream schedule is Monday through Thursday at 12 p.m. ET. I think that this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I think this is the first weekend where I'm not going to stream on days that I usually take off. And by take off, I mean make videos all day. But I might try to actually take, dare I say it, I might try to take a day fully off this weekend. We shall see, though. That's going to be a good spot to call it. I'm going to go ahead and end it on that. Yo, have a great day, guys. Thanks for watching. Hopefully the stream and video was enjoyable. Make sure to leave a like on it if it was. Make sure to subscribe for daily PokeMMO videos. That's right. I upload videos every single day. Can you believe that? Can you anyways, I know, cringe. Like the video if you enjoyed it, dislike if you didn't, subscribe, follow the streams on Twitch, Monday through Thursday at 12 p.m. ET, Discord down below if you care about that. And if you want to go above and beyond, if my content's helped you out enough or earned it from you throughout your PokeMMO journey, and you can afford it, YouTube memberships, Twitch Primes, Twitch subs, and PayPal/Venmo allow me to do longer streams, make more content, and more in-depth guides. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. I'll see you guys later, and you guys...
Hey, thank you so much for watching until the very end of the video. Hopefully it was a positive asset on your day in some way. And thank you to everyone's name who's on this list, who is a massive positive asset to my day every single day. I appreciate you all. Thank you for going above and beyond and allowing me to do what I do.